I would like to inform the aspirants that the UPSC has made some changes in its earlier practice of filling up the DAF. DAF is a very important instrument of assessing the personality of the candidates. Earlier the practice was that the candidates were required to fill up the DAF only once, and it was restricted to only those candidates who used to qualify to appear for the main examinations. But now under the revised dispensation, the candidates who are finally declared selected for appearing before the personality test are expected to fill up the DAF afresh. DAF is as I stated, is very important tool for the board, and a great care must be taken to ensure that all details are filled up truthfully. No bluffing in filling up the DAF. There are a lot of complaints have been received by UPSC which must be avoided. For instance, there is a general tendency among the candidates to hype their achievements, hype their qualifications, highlight hobbies columns, include sports and other activities which they have never performed or practiced even. So this must be avoided. Don't add anything extra which you have not ever played in your life. Board will be very displeased because this amounts to bluffing the board, bluffing the UPSC. In the hobbies column, if a candidate has given a few sports, then he must be thorough about the various terms used in that particular sport, and whether he has played, if it is cricket, then whether he has played at senior level in Ranji Trophy or in university's stage. That must be clearly indicated, but truthfully, and be as brief as possible. Instead of it will be appropriate because the space sometimes is very small and your achievements and qualifications are fairly large, then put it in bullet form, but it should be understood by the board, and it should be in clean legible handwriting indicating your correct block site if there is any, because sometimes there have been occasions that the interview board has accessed the block site of the candidate and they don't find anything. That is a negative feature of the performance which one must avoid. Your ID number also should be clearly stated. They might access that also without your knowledge. The services preferences and the cadre preferences also may be filled up after introspections or even consultation with some seniors who have been in civil services. It's quite possible, I'm not sure, but it's quite possible that now that Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir have become union territories, they might also be included in the fresh form. So one must be very careful in its selection. Some people have a tendency to give particular cadre for some service, ignoring other cadres, and for other services they give some other cadre, or I'm talking of the all India services. So that also must be clearly brought out, because they might ask you why this cadre. Supposing the government wants you to be posted in hard area like Northeast or Jammu, Kashmir, so your answer should be thorough. So all said and done, I think DAF is a very important thing, and in fact the interview starts from the DAF.